Hi, it's Clive here again, and what we're going to talk about here is we need to find out what your keywords are. Now, some might refer to them as search terms or search inquiries or keyword phrases. They're all the same thing. Essentially, it's the text that people are typing into a Google search box or a Yahoo or Bing search box because they're looking for somebody like you. And the thing is, if your site isn't geared up to be over there sort of shouting and waving saying yoo-hoo, I'm over here, there are two sort of ways of looking at this. I call it generic search and local search. Now, generic search is people are looking for a certain aspect about something, whatever it is. They're looking for maybe a particular product or a particular idea, but in local search they're looking for somebody locally. So, for example, it's a garden designer in Bristol, so they're typing in Bristol garden designer, or it's a dog grooming salon in Chelsea, so they type in dog grooming Chelsea. So if it's the generic search, that would be something like best dog grooming salon, or if it was the garden design decking plans, they're just looking for something, either in the first case the best dog grooming salon, but that might not necessarily be in the area that they're in. It might be in Gay Paris, so that's it. So what we've got to do is we've got to optimize. Well, I suggest what we do is we optimize our home page for the most searched for local term, i.e. is it dog grooming Chelsea or Chelsea dog grooming. Actually, it does make a difference if you optimize for one or the other, but you sort of can optimize for both. Dog beautician Chelsea, is anyone searching for that? You won't know until you've done the research. So let's say we're optimizing our homepage for the most searched, and let's say it's dog grooming Chelsea, and more people are looking for that than are looking for a dog beautician Chelsea. So dog grooming Chelsea, that's what we're going to optimize our homepage for. But dog beautician Chelsea, a certain number of people are looking for that. They're not going to find our homepage. So what we do is we build another page on our site, and we call that page dog beautician Chelsea, i.e. www.site.com/dog beautician Chelsea, and we optimize that site for that search term. So that's the sort of way it works. And once you get the idea of that, then we can sort of start moving on, because then you've got a plan of action. Because I think initially what we have to do is get your homepage sorted out, get your Google Places sorted out, which is in module 1, which is the next module, and then over time we can build up other pages on your main site to optimize it for stuff that you come across within your keyword research, and you suddenly go, wow, it's like sort of panning for gold. Suddenly you find a nugget and you think, God, there's this incredible search term, loads of people are typing it in, and there's very few people, there's very little competition. Here's the thing, if you want to find out what people are searching for right now, looking for a business like yours, is to go and let's ask the people that know, and let's ask Google. So we'll ask Google, and believe it or not, Google will tell you what people are searching for right now in your area. It's amazing. If you don't know this, you're going to be blown away. And then later on, we're going to talk about spying on the competition, because if someone is your competitor, it's good to know what they're doing. By the end of this tutorial, you're going to have a really big list of search terms to optimize your site for. But I'm now going to move over to some screen capture and just chat about general ways to find keywords. Okay, here we are in Google, and it's kind of important that you use the Google of whatever country you're in, and google.com if you're in the States. So if you're in the UK, use google.co.uk. That's because Google does try, it does skew results depending what country you're searching from. So that's number one. Number two is you hopefully have, and if not, we suggest you do later on, set yourself up with a Google email account and register with various Google services, all for free, and you don't have to use the email account. It's just to get you into the Google network, and that you definitely should do that. But for now, if you are signed into Google, like your Google Mail, you should sign out, because once again, if you're signed into Google, they know your search history, so again they skew the results, giving you what they think you're looking for. So if, for example, you're the owner of a dog grooming business in London and you search for dog grooming, chances are your site is going to show up very high because you keep visiting it in Google. So Google thinks you want to go there because you happen just to like that site. But of course, that's giving you a wrong impression. You want to see what everybody else sees when they're searching for dog grooming in London. Dog grooming. Now you can already see up at the top that Google is sort of giving me suggestions as to what other things I might be looking for. So dog grooming supplies, dog grooming school, dog grooming games, and you can take that even further by just typing in the letter A, and you can see it's suggesting other things. Now I'm in google.com, so it's giving me American cities, dog grooming business, dog grooming Boston. So what you can get keywords from this, because Google is basically saying, if you're looking for dog grooming, other people who are looking for dog grooming actually were looking for dog grooming business. So you've got some ideas there. So if you had a dog grooming site in Boston, as it says here, one of your other pages could be about dog grooming, your dog grooming business, and the second page would be optimized for that, and your home page, which we'll talk about more in the next module, which is sort of Google Places and getting all that set up, is getting you set up for a specific geographic location and getting you onto page 1 for that. So, as I say, your home page would be set up to be optimized for dog grooming Boston. And that means that anyone in Boston who typed in dog grooming salon, say, Google would show them dog grooming salons in Boston first, so you want to be optimized for that. But as I say, module 1, which is the next module, this is module 0, module 1 will get on to Google Places and so on. But this is just showing you the different ways to get keywords. So basically you could just keep going along here and pencil to paper and getting lots of ideas. You could also scroll down to the bottom of the page, and there's a whole load of keywords down here at the bottom, what people are searching for, lots to do with dog grooming clippers and so on. Oh, that's because I'm on clippers, I think. Yes, there we are. But that's fine. Then if we click down here on the left where it says related searches, here's lots of other ideas, but of course they're all relating to clippers. So let's just go back to dog grooming. And here we've got some more do-it-yourself dog grooming, how to groom your dog grooming supplies, again, dog grooming equipment, and so on. These, I imagine, are companies. Dog hair cutting. So there we are. There's some ideas for keywords there. That's a very simple way to do it. Another place you might like to have a look at is a website called soovle.com, SOOVLE.com, link beneath this video. And you come to a page like this, and if you type in, let's say, dog grooming, it's going to give you a list of terms. There's some from Google that we've probably already got, from Amazon, popular search terms on Amazon, on Yahoo, on Bing, and in YouTube. So lots of keyword ideas there to maybe optimize various pages for. Also, don't forget, occasionally when you're optimizing a website or a page on a website for a particular search term, if you have related search terms in the textual content, it confirms to Google that your page is about what you say it's about, because if it's a page about dog grooming, it would expect to find something about dog nail clippers or special dog grooming scissors and so on. because it's not a human being generally, very rarely. It's a little robot that's coming around checking your site. So you want to give that robot as much information as you can, and the correct information, so the robot goes back to Google HQ with lots of boxes ticked and saying this page on this website is definitely about dog grooming, and they're based in Kensington, London, and I think they should be on page 1. That's what you want. The next thing we want to do to ramp up our keyword search a bit is to type into Google these words, Google External Keyword Tool, and there is a link beneath this video too. And this is a tool that was set up for people that actually advertise on Google. You know, the adverts you see on the right hand side of pages and at the top of pages. But it's a very useful tool for discovering keywords. So here we are, keyword tool, Google AdWords. Now on this occasion, after me having said before to sign out of Google, it's quite useful actually to sign in now, because if you are signed out of Google, you have to fill in this password capture when you're doing stuff, and also you'll only get 100 results, whereas if you're signed in, you'll get 800. So I'm just going to do that now. Okay, here we are back in the tool with me signed in. Now I'm just going to show you what I do and what I suggest you do. I don't want to waste an awful lot of video time telling you why I do things in such and such a way. If you want to find out more about the why I do this and why I do that, you'll find it in the documentation that comes along with this video. So by all means, check that out later, print it out, whatever. But I'm just going to show you what I suggest you do. So our phrase is dog grooming. I'm going to say I only want ideas closely related to that search term, which basically means only that search term. That search term will always show up. Choose your location. I'll leave it at the United Kingdom, in the United Kingdom for now. This is important. Untick broad and click exact. So these are the exact terms people are typing in. You can set other advanced options. For example, you could ask to, I'm only interested in seeing searches, local monthly searches greater than 100 people searching a month. And then approximate cost per click, that's quite good because it means shows how much people are paying. So let's say 50 cents. And we'll search. And you can search again and again and drill down, as you'll see. If you are doing this for an hour or two, you are actually using up Google's resources, and sometimes they get a bit fed up with you and they switch you off for a couple of hours to say calm down, calm down. So just in case that happens, be aware that if you say, oh, I'll spend the whole morning just searching, Google do get a bit annoyed with you if you do it too much. So you should swap computers or something. Here we go, dog grooming. When you see these squared brackets on either side, that just shows that it's the exact search term. So you've got global monthly searches, so that's everyone in the world essentially, and local monthly searches, which relates to google.co.uk, because that's my locality. That's the website I'm looking for. So as you can see, if you scroll down here, dog grooming courses, dog grooming equipment, and so on. Now what we're going to do is we're going to, I know this looks complicated, but really once you're used to it, it's not. On the right hand side, I'll just so you can see, I need to move this over a bit. Over here, see where it says sorted by relevance? I'm going to sort it by local monthly searches. So it'd be most to least. Okay, so you get the idea. You can scroll down and see what's going on. Now what we've got here is we've got here we are, the searches. Over here we've got the trends, so more people looking, less people looking. So what you can do is you can save all of these to a spreadsheet. And the way you do that is click download all of them. Well, we've only got 54 because don't forget we set some parameters. We only wanted local searches of more than 100. So if we'd left that, well, let's do it again. Let's remove the filters and we'll search there again. I've got 750 results now. So I think what filtered it down was me putting that Google cost per click in rather than the search terms. All right, okay, so let's stay with the 750. Basically what you're going to do is, in the earlier I showed you how to just get basic local terms, and you were jotting those down maybe with a pencil, or you will be. Basically the thing to do is get a spreadsheet. Very simple to do. So download all of them into a CSV file, click download. Once that's in your computer, you can then open that. If you don't have Word, Excel, use OpenOffice, the OpenOffice equivalent, which is free. And if you install that, you can open this, and then what you'll get, I'll show you. So there it is in the spreadsheet. We've imported all the information, but really we're only interested in the actual keyword at this moment because we'll research all this later. But we've got all those, and now we've got a spreadsheet that we can add our other stuff to. Of course, we could then go back to Google AdWords. Okay, here we put in dog shampoo, but then we can see from this that people are mainly looking for not someone who shampoos a dog, they're looking for different types of dog shampoo. Well, you can always sell dog shampoo on your website. Okay, carrying on with research now. We're going to use a free tool. Well, it was free the last time I looked, Keyword Optimizer Pro. There's a link beneath this video. It's really handy, and the chap that created it monetizes it with the advertising he shows. And good for him, why shouldn't he? Okay, once you've downloaded it, what this does is, if you remember earlier on in the video, I was talking about Google's instant search and how it tried to anticipate what you were going to type in next. So if you had dog grooming and then typed in a space and the letter A, it would try and anticipate phrases that other people had been typing in that had dog grooming followed by a word beginning with the letter A. So dog training Albuquerque or whatever it was, or dog training apples, I don't know. So what this does is it does it all that for you automatically, because for you to go through the whole blooming alphabet and writing everything down is a pain in the backside, right? So this will do it for you. So put in our seed term. Low's no good, that'll just give you the about 20 results. Medium's better, and then high is the most. So you can choose to just show Google or percentage. I just leave it what it is here. Remember, if you're using this over and over again, it is actually, this bit of software is going out and asking Google lots of questions. It's saying it's searching Google once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and if you overdo that, Google will turn you off for an hour or two. So don't attempt to do this all day long, but if you're just going in once or twice, and you can do it for other C terms as well. So there we are. I've got it on high, and click search, and off it goes. And I'll just pause it while that's happening. Actually, that was taking so long because it sort of does a double search. It was searching like 3,500 terms. So I'm suggesting really stick to medium. So I'll just let it run through on medium. Now, some of them obviously you're going to see are a waste of space. I mean, dog grooming 06484 or zip codes in the States. So instead of saying dog grooming Manhattan, they're typing in dog grooming and then the zip code to find someone close to them. So I mean, that's something you should consider if your dog grooming was in the States. If your dog grooming was in the UK, where it's postcodes, which would be slightly different, but you could have, if you're in Kensington, for example, you could have dog grooming W14, dog grooming W8. In a way, we've got 489 results, so I'm going to export the results. Okay, so now I've got 2 CSV files. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extract all the search terms from each file and paste them into a text document. So I'm going to copy those. Okay, now I've got all those terms, and these are just terms that have dog grooming in the keyword phrase. Now some of them are a bit sort of messed up, but not messed up, but I've got those square, here we are, I've got those square brackets in, so I'm just going to get rid of those, replace square bracket with nothing, replace all, see how they've all gone, and then do the same again. These ones with the numbers in, quite honestly, I'm not interested in if I'm in the UK, so I'm going to get rid of those. But basic dog grooming 101, I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it? But let's get rid of these other numbers or zip codes. Okay, so that's gone. And then depending where you are, here we've got lots of towns and stuff mixed up with anal glands. Well, that's nice, but still it's a problem for dogs. Dog grooming accessories. So what you need to do is go through this and just delete stuff that you think is basically a waste of time for you. And if you haven't got a dog business, you're not selling your dog grooming business, well, you don't want that. But there we go. But keep editing it down till you've got a sort of a list of possible keywords. Now, don't tell me you haven't got enough keywords there to be thinking about. Next, copy all the content of that text file once you've edited out all the garbage stuff and stuff that you're not interested in, and then come to this website. It's textmechanic.com. Remove duplicate lines. And again, the link is beneath this video. Just get rid of the text in there, paste in your text, and let's remove duplicates. Let's see, we've got 1133 because we've used 2 tools plus writing stuff down and who knows what. So there we are, 105 removed. Now I've kept everything in. You're not going to be doing that. Okay, so now that that's all done, there we go, select all, right click, copy, new text document, paste, and that's it. So that's just dog grooming, but as I say, we might have done the same with dog, beautician dog, shampooist, mobile dog grooming. I'll come back to that later. That's a good one. Lots of things have come up. So now we've got all those search terms, and we know we've got getting some ideas now. So now we've just got to focus on them, drill down, and find out the best ones to target as regards optimizing our own site. And that's what I'm going to show you in the next tutorial. So I'll see you then.